Hello, good afternoon, all of you. This is Dr. U. Raghavendra, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, MVS Government Degree and PG College, Mahabub Nagar, Telangana. This is about my brief introduction. Today, I want to discuss about hydroxy compounds. In this video is an extension to the first video, that is the hydroxy compounds chapter divided into many parts. In my last video, I discussed about the introduction, classification, nomenclature of the hydroxy compound. That is part 1 of the hydroxy compounds. It is part 2, which is an extension to part 1 of the hydroxy compound. What are the list of the contents to prepare in this video? And then to explain in this video. The list of contents are mainly, this video revolves around the preparation methods of the hydroxy compounds. As we discussed in our earlier video, hydroxy compounds mainly classified into two types. One is aliphatic hydroxy compounds, which are also known as alcohols. Second one is aromatic hydroxy compounds, which also known as phenols. Okay, fine. Next, first one, preparation of aliphatic hydroxy compounds, that is preparation methods of alcohols. Alcohols can be prepared by using different preparation methods. I want to discuss some of them in this video. The first one is, that is preparation of alcohols, is the first method is hydroboration method of alkenes. In order to hydroboration of alkene, we have to treat alkene with borane. Generally, borane exists in the form of diborane. Here, monomer of the borane undergo reaction with alkene to form trialkyl borane. This formation of trialkyl borane due to the interaction of alkene with borane is generally according to Markovnikov law. Here the H, one of the hydrogens of BH3, attack on the carbon having lesser number hydrogen, and the remaining part of the BH3, that is BH2, as in the form of BH2 plus, attack on the carbon of alkene having more number of hydrogens. That is generally the hydroboration of alkene follows Markovnikov law in order to form trialkyl borane. This trialkyl boranes, if you treat with hydrogen peroxide in the presence of alkali solution, then the trialkyl boranes undergo oxidation with hydrogen peroxide to form trialkoxyborane. This trialkoxyboranes on hydrolysis produces corresponding alcohols and boric acid. Or if you observe the overall reaction, 1 mole of borane, that is BH3, undergo interaction with 3 moles of alkene to form trialkyl borane. This trialkyl borane further undergo interaction with 3 moles of hydrogen peroxide in the presence of base, that is alkali, it may be sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, to form trialkoxyborane. This trialkoxyborane undergo hydrolysis to form corresponding alcohol. That is, on hydrolysis of trialkoxyborane, we get 3 moles of alcohol and 1 mole of boric acid as a byproduct. If you observe the overall reaction, that is hydroboration, oxidation of alkenes, it is just like addition of water molecule to alkene according to anti-Markovnikov law. If water molecule undergo addition to alkene according to anti-Markovnikov law, we get the same product as in the case of hydroboration, oxidation of alkenes also. Okay, fine. Next, this is the hydroboration oxidation of alkenes with reaction and mechanism. Here, if you observe the reaction, 3 moles of alkene, that is RCH11CH2, 3 moles undergo reaction with 1 mole borane to form trialkyl borane. This trialkyl borane undergo 3 moles of hydrogen peroxide in the presence of base to form 3 moles of alcohol and boric acid as a byproduct. If you observe the mechanism, here the as we discussed in the previous slide, the one of the hydrogens of the borane, that is this hydrogen borane, undergo attack as H minus hydride ion on less carbon on carbon having lesser hydrogen, and the remaining BH2 part as BH2 plus attack on the carbon having more number of hydrogen atoms. It is just like according to Markovnikov law, that is richer becomes richer, poorer become poorer. Then we get monoalkylated borane. This monoalkylated borane or monoalkyl borane further undergo reaction with 1 mole alkene, as in similar to the first step. It forms dialkyl borane. This dialkyl borane further undergo reaction with 1 mole alkene to form trialkyl borane. This trialkyl borane reacts with hydroperoxide anion, that is the hydroperoxide anion attack on the boron atom of trialkyl borane to form an addition product. And this from this product, due to the rearrangement of one of the alkyl group from borane to oxygen, alternately elimination of one OH has OH minus, we get monoalkoxy dialkyl borane. This monoalkoxy compound further interacts with hydrogen peroxide anion to form dialkoxy borane derivative. This dialkoxy borane further undergo reaction with 1 mole hydrogen peroxide and produces trialkoxy borane. This trialkoxy borane undergo hydrolysis with water molecule to form 3 moles of alcohol and 1 mole of boric acid H3BO3. Here the alcohol is generally primary alcohol. It is just like the reaction of alkene with water molecule according to anti-Markovnikov law. If you take a specific example, if you react ethylene with borane, 3 moles of ethylene molecule undergo reaction with borane in the presence of hydrogen peroxide and alkali to form ethyl alcohol and boric acid. Okay, fine. Next, the next preparation method of alcohols. It is from Grignard reagents. Grignard reagents. The general formula of Grignard reagent or MgX, alkyl magnesium halides, generally known as Grignard reagents. Grignard reagent generally produced due to the interaction of alkyl halide with magnesium metal in the presence of dry ether. By using Grignard reagents, we can prepare alcohols. That is, as we discussed in our previous video, that is in classification of hydroxy compounds or classification of monohydric alcohols. Monohydric alcohols are three types: primary, secondary, tertiary. Primary alcohols means the hydroxy group is attached to primary carbon. Secondary alcohol means the hydroxy group is attached to secondary carbon. Tertiary alcohols means the hydroxy group attached to tertiary carbon. So by using Grignard reagent, the alkyl magnesium halides, we can prepare primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohols. First of all, let us discuss about the preparation of primary alcohols. How can we prepare primary alcohols by using Grignard reagents? We can prepare primary alcohols by treating Grignard reagent with formaldehyde or an epoxide followed by hydrolysis. That is, treatment of Grignard reagent with formaldehyde or epoxide followed by hydrolysis, we can get corresponding primary alcohols. Okay, fine. Here the reaction and mechanism for the preparation of primary alcohols by using Grignard reagents, that is RMJ Grignard reagents. The first one, preparation of primary alcohols from Grignard reagent treating with formaldehyde. Treating Grignard reagent with formaldehyde. Here the formaldehyde is HCOH. Treatment of formaldehyde with RMJ Grignard reagent followed by hydrolysis, we get RCH2OH, that is primary alcohol, and RMGOHX byproduct. If you observe the mechanism, generally carbonyl compounds, whether it may be aldehydes or ketones, generally undergo nucleophilic addition reaction. That is, nucleophilic addition reactions are specific reactions of carbonyl compounds. So here also the formaldehyde, which is nothing but an aldehyde, or also belong nothing but carbonyl compound, undergo nucleophilic addition reaction with Grignard reagent. Here the Grignard reagents are best source per nucleophile. Here the nucleophile is alkyl anion, or the Grignard reagent or Mgx exists as or minus Mgx plus. So it is best on Grignard reagents are best source for alkyl nucleophile. So here the alkyl nucleophile from Grignard reagents undergo nucleophilic addition on carbonyl carbon of formaldehyde to form an addition product. This addition product undergo hydrolysis to form corresponding primary alcohol followed by S byproduct. If you observe the specific example, formaldehyde reaction with methyl magnesium bromide followed by hydrolysis produces ethyl alcohol. Okay, that is reaction of formaldehyde with Grignard reagent followed by hydrolysis produces primary alcohol. Next, preparation of primary alcohols from epoxides. Epoxide is nothing, it is a compound where the oxygen atom is attached to two vicinal carbons. That is epoxide. Epoxide generally belongs to the category of cyclic ethers. Okay. By treating epoxide with Grignard reagent followed by hydrolysis, if it is epoxide Grignard reagent followed by hydrolysis, we get corresponding primary alcohol. Here Epoxide also undergo nucleophilic attack by the nucleophile coming from the Grignard reagents on either carbon of the epoxide. Generally, it is attack generally takes at the carbon which is less substituted if the carbon have different substituents. Then it forms this type of addition product. This addition product on hydrolysis produces corresponding primary alcohol. If you take specific example, take ethylene epoxide CH2O CH2 ethylene epoxide. By treating ethylene epoxide with methyl magnesium bromide, the methyl nucleophile attack on either of the CH2, then we get this type of addition product. This addition product on hydrolysis with water molecule produces this N propyl alcohol. Okay, fine. This is about the preparation of primary alcohols from formaldehyde as well as from epoxide. Okay, next preparation of secondary alcohols. Secondary alcohols can be prepared by the treatment of Grignard reagents with aldehydes other than other than formaldehyde. Treatment of Grignard reagent with formaldehyde generally produces primary alcohols, but treatment of Grignard reagents with aldehydes other than formaldehyde or treatment of Grignard reagents with alkyl formates or formic esters produces corresponding secondary alcohol. It is similar to that of the preparation of primary alcohols from Grignard reagents. Here, treatment of Grignard reagent with esters generally uh, uh, involves excess Grignard reagent. Okay, next I will discuss about the reaction and mechanism of the preparation of secondary alcohol in the next slide. Now I want to discuss preparation of tertiary alcohols. Tertiary alcohols. Preparation of tertiary alcohols from Grignard reagents. By treating Grignard reagent with ketones or with esters, with esters. Here ester is other than formic ester, followed by hydrolysis produces corresponding tertiary alcohol. That is treatment of Grignard reagents with aldehydes other than formaldehyde or treatment of excess Grignard reagent with formic esters followed by hydrolysis produces secondary alcohols, while treatment of Grignard reagent with ketones or treatment of Grignard reagent or treatment of excess Grignard reagent with esters other than formic ester followed by hydrolysis produces corresponding tertiary alcohol. Let us see the reaction and mechanism of preparation of secondary and tertiary alcohols in the next slide. Okay, fine. Here, preparation of secondary alcohols from aldehydes other than formaldehyde or CHO. Aldehydes general formaldehyde or CHO. Grignard or MgX followed by hydrolysis, we get secondary alcohol or 2CHOH. It is secondary alcohol. If you observe the mechanism, it is similar to the preparation of primary alcohols from Grignard reagents. Here, Grignard reagent is best source for nucleophile. Here, the alkyl nucleophile undergo nucleophilic addition on carbonyl carbon of the aldehyde, then produces corresponding addition product. This addition product on hydrolysis produces secondary alcohol. To take specific example, let us take acetaldehyde. Treatment of acetaldehyde with methyl magnesium bromide followed by hydrolysis. Sorry, treatment of acetaldehyde with methyl magnesium bromide produces an addition product. This addition product on hydrolysis produces isopropyl alcohol, that is secondary alcohol. Preparation of secondary alcohol from alkyl formate or formic esters. By treating formic ester with excess Grignard reagent, that is, by treating formic ester with 2 moles Grignard reagent followed by hydrolysis, we also get secondary alcohols. Here the esters also undergo nucleophilic addition with Grignard reagent in the first step to form an addition product. These addition products undergo elimination, that is, rearrangement to eliminate alkoxide and produces corresponding aldehyde. This aldehyde further undergo 1 mole Grignard reagent as in the case of above reaction. Here it is also similar to this one. Aldehyde undergo 1 mole Grignard reagent to form addition product. This addition product undergo hydrolysis to form corresponding secondary alcohol. Okay, fine. Next, preparation of tertiary alcohols from esters, from ketones. Preparation of tertiary alcohols from ketones. Here the ketone general formula is RCOR. Ketones undergo reaction with Grignard reagent to form an addition product. This addition product undergo hydrolysis to form corresponding tertiary alcohol. If you take specific example, take acetone and treat with methyl magnesium bromide followed by hydrolysis, we get tertiary butyl alcohol. Tertiary butyl alcohol. Preparation of tertiary alcohols from esters other than formates or formic esters. Here also the esters undergo nucleophilic addition with Grignard reagent to form an addition product. This addition product undergo rearrangement to eliminate an alkoxide and produces corresponding ketone. This ketone further undergo nucleophilic addition with 1 mole Grignard reagent as shown in this step to form an addition product. This addition product undergo hydrolysis to form corresponding tertiary alcohol. Okay, fine. Next, preparation of alcohols from alkyl halides. Here, alkyl halides are the best source or raw material. In organic chemistry, alkyl halides are the best raw materials to prepare various organic compounds through nucleophilic substitution reactions. By substituting halide nucleophile with different nucleophiles. Here also the preparation of alcohols from alkyl halides is an example for substitution reactions of alkyl halides. By substituting the halide nucleophile with hydroxide nucleophile, we can convert corresponding alkyl halide into respective alcohol. We can prepare here also in the case of, if you observe the alkyl halides, they may be primary, secondary, tertiary alkyl halides based on the attachment of halogen atom to primary, secondary, tertiary carbons. So by using or by treating primary, secondary, tertiary alkyl halides with nucleophile or with alkali, that is sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, which produces hydroxide nucleophile, we can get primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols respectively. That is, primary alkyl halides on nucleophilic substitution with hydroxide ion produces primary alcohols. Secondary alkyl halides on nucleophilic substitution with hydroxide nucleophile produces secondary alcohol. Tertiary alkyl halides on nucleophilic substitution with hydroxide nucleophile produces tertiary alcohols. But here the path of reaction or the mechanism of reaction will be different per primary, secondary, tertiary alkyl halides in nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, the main reaction mechanism adopted in nucleophilic substitution of alkyl halides is SN1, that is unimolecular nucleophilic substitution, and SN2, that is bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, let us discuss about the mechanisms. First, here alkyl halide undergo reaction with base to form corresponding alcohol through nucleophilic substitution reaction. Preparation of primary alcohols from primary alkyl halides. Primary alkyl halides undergo reaction, nucleophilic substitution reaction with incoming hydroxide nucleophile through SN2 mechanism to form corresponding primary alcohols. Here in SN2 mechanism, the incoming nucleophile, that is OH minus, attack on the carbon which is attached to the leaving nucleophile, that is halide, from back side or from opposite side to the leaving nucleophile, that right side. Then we get a transition state, that if you observe the mechanism here, the nucleophile attack the carbon attached to leaving group from back side or opposite side. Then we get a transition state. It occurs generally post. Here the transition is very unstable. This undergo elimination of halide ion to form corresponding alcohol. This is generally a single step reaction or concerted reaction. There is no formation of any intermediates in SN2 type reactions. Here the rate of reaction generally depends on both, that is base, that is incoming nucleophile, as well as the reactant, that is alkyl halide. It is bimolecular, so bimolecular and second order reaction. Next, secondary alcohols produced due to the interaction of the secondary halides with hydroxide nucleophile. Then we get secondary alcohols. Here the formation of secondary alcohols from nucleophilic substitution of secondary halides is generally adapted SN1 or SN2 mechanism based on the situations. Okay, next, preparation of tertiary alcohols. Tertiary alcohols generally obtained from the nucleophilic substitution of tertiary halides with hydroxide nucleophile. Here the reaction follows SN1 mechanism, that is unimolecular substitution reaction. In the first step, tertiary alkyl halide undergo ionization to form a stable carbonium ion intermediate. It is generally slow process, slow step. In the next step, this stable carbonium ion undergo reaction with incoming nucleophile to form corresponding tertiary alcohol. This is post step, that is SN1 mechanism generally proceeds through two steps: ionization followed by substitution. Here the incoming nucleophile in the second step may attack the planar carbonium ion from either side, back side or front side. So in this SN1 mechanism, if the substrate is stereoisomer, then we get racemic mixture. But in the case of SN2 mechanism, if the substrate is stereoisomer, then we get inversion configuration in the product. Here SN1 mechanism generally follows unimolecular reaction. The order is first order because the rate of the reaction generally depends on the alkyl halide only. It does not depend on the concentration of the incoming nucleophile, that is on the base concentration. So it is unimolecular as well as first order reaction. Okay, next, preparation of alcohols from reduction of carbonyl compounds and esters. We can also prepare alcohols by reduction of carbonyl compounds and esters. Here the carbonyl compounds on reduction with various reducing agent produces corresponding alcohols. Here the carbonyl compounds are two types, that is aldehydes and ketone. Reduction of aldehydes generally produces primary alcohols. Reduction of ketones generally produces secondary alcohol. Similarly, esters also undergo reduction with various reducing agents such as lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride, hydrogen catalytic hydrogenation, that is hydrogen metal. There are so many reducing agents we can adopt for this process. So esters also undergo reduction in the presence of reducing agent to form corresponding alcohol. Okay, in reduction of esters, whatever the ester, it may be formic ester or any ester, we get only primary alcohols. Okay, fine. Next, let us see the mechanism of reduction of carbonyl compounds and esters. First one, reduction of carbonyl compounds. Here the carbonyl compounds are two, that is aldehydes and ketones. In aldehydes, the general formula is RCHO except formaldehyde, where R is H, that is HCHO is formaldehyde. The remaining aldehydes general formula is RCHO. Reduction of formaldehyde with reducing is just like lithium aluminum hydride followed by hydrolysis produces primary alcohol, that is methyl alcohol. Similarly, reduction of other aldehydes with lithium aluminum hydride reducing agent followed by hydrolysis, we get corresponding primary alcohol, that is reduction of aldehydes, whatever it may be, formaldehyde or any other aldehyde with reducing agent followed by hydrolysis, we get only primary alcohol. Next, reduction of ketones with reducing agent followed by hydrolysis, we get corresponding secondary alcohol, that is aldehyde produces primary alcohols on reduction, ketones produces secondary alcohol on reduction process. Next, reduction of esters. Here the ester may be formic ester or any other ester. Reduction of formic ester with reducing agents such as lithium aluminum hydride followed by hydrolysis, we get 1 mole methyl alcohol primary alcohol and the other alcohol with ROH, that is from alkoxy group. Reduction of other ester other than formic ester with lithium aluminum hydride reagent followed by hydrolysis, we get primary alcohol and the other alcohol which comes from the alkoxy group of the ester. Okay, fine. Next, preparation of phenols. Preparation of phenols, there are also different methods to prepare phenols. The first one is preparation of phenols from diazonium salts. Diazonium salts in general formula is, these are diazonium salts are nothing but aryl diazonium halides or sulfates, anyone, that is ArN2 plus X minus. Here X may be halide, sulfate, anyone, borate, fluoroborate, anyone. General formula is ArN2 plus X minus. We can prepare diazonium salts on treatment of aromatic primary Mn with nitrous acid at 0 to 5 degrees centigrade, that is at ice cold temperatures. These diazonium salts are very unstable at high temperature. They are they are stable below 10 degrees centigrade, but they are unstable above 10 degrees centigrades. So above 10 degrees centigrade they easily undergo decomposition. So hydrolysis of diazonium salts above 10 degrees centigrade they easily produces corresponding phenols. Here the reagent nitrous acid is very unstable one, so it is generally produced in situ method by taking sodium nitrite salt and hydrogen chloride. hydrogen chloride so that is HNO2 generally produced from the mixture of sodium nitrate and acid HCl due to it is very unstable. So HNO2 is prepared in situ methods during the course of reaction. Okay, next, if you observe the reaction, here sodium nitrite and HCl reacts with produce to HNO2. This HNO2 reacts with aromatic primary amine, just like aniline. It is aniline aromatic primary amine to form corresponding diazonium salt, that is phenyl diazonium chloride salt. It is diazonium salt. The reaction is generally below 5 degrees centigrades, that is at ice cold temperatures. These diazonium salts are very unstable about 10 degrees centigrade. So about 10 degrees centigrade they easily undergo hydrolysis to form corresponding phenols by liberating nitrogen gas. Okay, fine. Here primary amine is nothing but if you substitute one of the hydrogens of the ammonia with alkyl or aryl, then we get primary amine. The general formula is RNH2. If you substitute two hydrogens of ammonia with two alkyl or aryl group, then it is secondary amine, that is R2NH. If you substitute all the three hydrogens of the ammonia with three alkyl or aryl group, then we get corresponding tertiary amine, that is the general formula is R3N. Primary amine is RNH2. Secondary amine formula is, general formula is R2NH. Tertiary amine general formula is R3N. Okay, fine. Next, preparation of phenols from aryl halides, that is as in the case of alkyl halides, preparation of alcohols from alkyl halides through nucleophilic substitution reaction. Here also the reaction is nucleophilic substitution of aryl halides with hydroxide nucleophile, but there is a difference in the case of alkyl halides and aryl halides. Here elimination of or substitution of halide from benzene ring with other nucleophile, that is with hydroxide, is very difficult because due to the mesomeric plus M effect, that is plus mesomeric effect of halogen atom with arene ring, there is a partial double bond in between the benzene carbon and halogen atom. So it is difficult to remove halogen atom has halide and from the aryl halides, but there is no partial double bond nature in alkyl halide, so we can easily remove or we can easily substitute halide ion with different nucleophiles. So in order to achieve the substitution of halogen from the aryl halide, we have to apply some drastic conditions. This drastic condition are nothing but by applying high temperature and high pressure, that is treatment of aryl halide such as phenyl chloride or chlorobenzene with base sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide at high temperature and high pressure, then we get corresponding phenol, that is nucleophilic substitution of aryl halide takes place at high temperature and high pressure condition due to the partial double bond nature between aromatic carbon and halogen atom. This specific process generally known as Dow process. Okay, next, preparation of phenols from cumin. Here cumin is nothing but it is isopropyl benzene. If you substitute one of the hydrogens of benzene with isopropyl group, then we get isopropyl benzene, which is generally commonly known as cumin. Cumin is isopropyl benzene. We can prepare cumin or isopropyl benzene by treating benzene with propene in the presence of Lewis acid according to Pradel-Croft alkylation method. This cumin, that is isopropyl benzene, undergo reaction with environmental oxygen to form cumin hydrogen peroxide. This cumin hydrogen peroxide undergo hydrolysis to form phenol, corresponding phenol and acetone through some rearrangement reaction. Okay, fine. Let us observe the mechanism. Here, the reaction of benzene or arene with propane in the presence of Lewis acid, we get isopropyl benzene. It is generally example for Pradel-Croft alkylation. This isopropyl benzene, that is cumin, reacts with environmental oxygen to form cumin hydroperoxide. It is hydroperoxide bond. O bond, O is peroxide bond. So cumin hydroperoxide. This cumin hydroperoxide undergo hydrolysis through some rearrangement process to form corresponding phenol and acetone as byproduct. Okay, fine. The other preparation method of phenol is from aryl sulfonates. Treatment of aryl sulfonates with excess alkali or with excess base. Alkali is nothing but base, such as sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. We get corresponding metal peroxide. This peroxides on acidification produces corresponding phenols. Here the aryl sulfonates, we can obtain aryl sulfonates by treating sulfonic acid with base. We get corresponding sulfonates. Here the sulfonic acid generally obtained on reaction of benzene with oleum, that is H2S2O7, or with concentrated sulfuric acid, that is we can prepare benzoic acid or arene sulfonic acid by treating arene with concentrated sulfuric acid or with oleum, that is H2S2O7. Let us see the reaction and mechanisms. Treating, take arene, benzene as example for arene, treating benzene with H2SO4, with H2SO4 and SO3 mixture. H2SO4 plus SO3, generally nothing but H2S2O7, which is called as oleum. At 250 degrees centigrade, we get benzene sulfonic acids. We get arene sulfonic acids. By treating sulfonic acids with acid base reaction, so we get aryl sulfonates, that is sodium benzene sulfonate. These aryl sulfonates react with excess base, such as excess sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide at high temperature, that is 350 degrees centigrade. It forms peroxides. Here the peroxide is phenoxide. This peroxide, that is phenoxide, undergo hydrolysis or acidification to form acidification of this salt peroxide or phenoxide salt forms corresponding phenol. This is preparation of phenol from aryl sulfonates. Okay, fine. Next, thank you all of you for your attention. Thank you very much.